Yeah, I mean, that's a really phenomenal score, and there's a reason why it's held at that number for so long, because it is hard to shoot that well. And Mikey just, whether it's windy or not windy, he just seems to find his groove. And unless he's getting blown all over the place, he just keeps dropping them right in the middle of that X-ring.
And we knew that he was getting close. We knew that there was the potential for either a new world record or equaling the current world record. So we were told to get into position and capture that moment after the final arrow, and that arrow number 72, trying to get the emotion. He turned around as if it just walked out of his front door. It was amazing to capture that moment where you just think, this is how cool and collected you need to be at this level. You can't be jumping around, and that level of calm from Mike Schloesser was there for all to see. And here we go, underway for the compound men. He really is kind of just in the zone, and he turned around and it was very matter of fact. The smile did come out eventually, but he was very matter of fact, having equaled Braden's record.
Schloesser also has an X.
Some of the scores going up.
Fullerton chasing him with an X.
Goodness me. We'll catch back up with the scoring. Just a little glitch on our part, so apologies for that. But they are going toe-to-toe, these two.
And that wind just picked up at those last two arrows, too.
So Jimmy Lutz and Sawyer Sullivan are the men behind the gold medalists. Well, the gold medal, those aspiring to be the gold medalists, should I say. Smile there from Mike Schloesser. And Jimmy Lutz, who were champion, of course, a few weeks ago at AAE Arizona Cup. And Sawyer Sullivan is chatting away to Mathias Fullerton. This also a repeat of the Arizona Cup gold medal match from 12 months ago, 2024. And I believe Mathias came out on top in that one. And he's got his nose in front here by just the 1 point. But 5 X's and a 9. And as you say, the wind picked up a little bit. Didn't seem to kind of phase these guys. And from an archer's perspective, because as we're looking down the lane here, the wind can obviously misbehave in different areas. It can be swirling. What are you looking at? Are you looking at the windsock? Are you looking at the feather banners? Are you feeling the breeze against your own body? What are the telltale signs?
You're actually looking for all of those. And in an event like this where you have a tree behind the targets, you can even use that as an additional to see if it's changing as it goes down the field.
Schloesser from the Netherlands will get us underway, end number 2. This is the second match of the gold medal matches this afternoon at the 2025 Eastern Foundation's Gator Cup. He starts with a 10. It's the man from the Netherlands, Mathias Fullerton. His 4th 10 in a row. Maintaining that slender advantage. The highest quality. And these two will also be representing their nations at the World Cup Stage 2 when it moves to China in a few weeks. Mike with the Netherlands, Mathias with Denmark. And they are also regulars on the USAT circuit as well here in the United States. As we said, the next one is the SoCal Showdown, June 20th to the 22nd, and then the Rebel Gear Buckeye Classic, July 25th to the 27th. He's just gone wide again. Or should I say he's just got a 10, having gone wide as Mathias, so 29-29, so maintains that 1 point advantage, does the Great Dane.
Matthias actually just made some adjustments to his sight in that too to help compensate for the way the wind is moving a little bit more.
And it looks like the wind, I mean, if we're going to go by the banners, it looks like the wind is from going left to right, it's almost straight behind us now. Because those banners are starting to straighten up. So a rundown of the events coming up over the next few weeks, and registration are open for all of these. The Collegiate Target Nationals, that's presented by Hotel Planner. Field Nationals, June 13th to the 15th. That is back in Noblesville, Indiana. Eastern Foundation SoCal Showdown, June 20th to the 22nd. Win and Win, Joad Target Nationals and Joad US Open, July 16th to the 20th. And then that Rebel Gear Buckeye Classic, 25th to the 27th of July. usarchery.org for registration details. We get set for end number 3, all square, 59.59 between these two. The number 1 seed, Mike Schloesser, and the number 3 seed, Mathias Fullerton.
Mike with a 10.
Just getting some clarification, confirmation from Jimmy Lutz as to where that one landed.
Fullerton with an X.
A reminder, they are at 50 metres for compound. That'll be for the same for barebow, and they come up in just a few moments. Barebow women and then barebow men. And then we'll push back to 70 metres for recurve. 10, 10, X, X.
Mike with another 10.
So maximum from Schloesser. Same for Fullerton.
Matthias with a 10. Let's give these boys some
Just 1 point drop by both of these archers, 89-89. Wouldn't you say, because you would, as we're looking at this field now, you were down to the left-hand side, further down the left. We're far right on this compound field. Where were you? We're looking at from left to right. Target number 1 in the far corner of this field. What targets were you on today?
I was down on target 6.
Okay. And how was the wind behaving? Because there's a wall. There's houses in that may create a bit of a shield. How was the breeze down there behaving?
Well, it's a little different down there because with the way the fence is beyond it and some of the buildings down there. So like right now you can even see the windsock here is almost pointing straight down towards the targets, and the one on the other side is pointed almost 45 degrees our way in downrange.
Yeah. Yeah, the one down to the far side is left to right, and this one is north to south. I mixed up my compass there. I should have gone west to east, north to south, rather than left to right, north to south. But there we go. I think we all understood. And number 4. All square. The last match went to a 1-arrow shoot-off. Olivia Dean coming out with gold. Lika Areola with silver. Schloesser landing yet another X. That's a 10, just caught the line. Nice and cozy in there from Mike Schloesser. Another X.
Matthias with another 10.
10 from Matthias. Oh, that's a grouping there. Look at that.
Another X.
119 after 4 ends for Schloesser. And it's all square.
And Mathias with another 10.
And this just shows the work that Mikey can do, because, I mean, those arrows were probably all touching in that X ring down there.
Just phenomenal, isn't it? Absolutely outstanding. And I'm not being flippant when I say this, but the level that these guys are they disappointed with the 9? I mean,
It really depends on the weather conditions. I mean, if the wind's blowing really bad, they're not really disappointed with it. But, I mean, if there's no wind, like, most of these guys can put all 6 arrows in the X ring.
Yeah. And that's my point. I think that's my point. In other words, that is the level these guys are at.
Yes.
If it's going to be a 10, there's more often than not, it's going to be an X.
That's correct.
1 point dropped from both of these archers, 119, 119. And they all know each other out there. They compete nationally here. Obviously, a Dane and a Dutchman out there, and 2 Americans in the boxes. They compete in the events on this side of the pond, but they compete for their countries as well, all around the world. Very familiar with one another. Hence, we saw plenty of smiles there between all parties as we go into end number 5. Nothing to separate these two. 3 X's from Mike Schloesser in end number 4. Where's he going with this one?
Mike with a 9.
That's gone high. Fullerton will sense an opportunity here. And he's landed the 10. A little yep from Sawyer Sullivan. So advantage to the Dane.
Mike matches face 10.
Just to maintain the advantage to go into with the final arrow.
Mathias with another 10.
Okay, well the best that Mike Schloesser can do is 148. And hope that Mathias just drops his game.
Mike with an X.
He's going to rue that first arrow if Fullerton can land it in the 10 ring. And he can't.
Mathias with a 9.
He's put it wide. 148, 148. We are going to have another shoot-off.
Okay, the boys.
And if you look at both of those 9s, they both went high. And the wind's coming from behind us, so it could have played a little bit of a factor in that.
Well, maybe that's what Mike Schloesser is indicating there, that it just got a little bit wayward. So for the second match in a row of the gold medal matches on this finals day in Newberry, Florida, we are going to have a 1-arrow shoot-off between Mike Schloesser and Mathias Fullerton. Coming up, we have Cindy Zacco and Ava Jones in the barebow women. It'll be followed by Brian Way and Patrick Fisk, and then on to recurve. Alex Zaleta-Visser and Catalina Ginoriega, teammates on the World Cup stage. And then Christian Stoddart and Trenton Cowles, again, 2 teammates for the USA. That'll be wrapping things up here in Florida with the recurve men gold medal match. Barebow, both the gold medal matches 1 and 2 seeds. And the highest seed in this event, Alex Zaleta-Visser, number 9 in the recurve women. So here we have the shoot-off. Mike Schloesser to go first on target number 1. He's seen plenty of X's, and he's put that one pretty close as well.
Mike with an X.
Let's see where Mathias can put his response. And it'll be a 9, so Mike Schloesser will take the gold medal here in Florida at the Eastern Foundation's Gator Cup. The number 1 seed equaled the world record in qualification with a 7.18, and he is now going to be crowned the Gator Cup champion for 2025. And we will hear from Mike very, very soon if we can get him into position.